Dana Meditation Center EU1. Today's lesson topic: if your heart is clean and spotless. The sky in our country has become really cloudy. Still, it's really nice today because of the rain yesterday. It was really nice when there wasn't this much fine dust. Just as fine dust has made the air so bad, it's because of anguish that our hearts are suffering. So, without anguish, our hearts are so clean and comfortable. What is afflictions? Why did this happen? I really want my mind to be at ease, but I don't want the afflictions to go away. But I actually want it to be comfortable by achieving what I want in my heart. If you are suffering because you don't have money, you want it to be more money and you want it to be comfortable. And if you are suffering because of a person, you want the person to change their behavior and make your mind comfortable. But these worries in each person's heart are not resolved as I wish. The biggest concern among those concerns will be about death. Hamlet said, "That's the question of whether to die or live. But if you think about it, death is not the problem. Living is a problem. Death is a relief and an end to all anguish. Those who are sick do not have to fear death. Our life was originally as unstable as a beacon in the wind. This time of getting life is not that long. Did you say that life is short and art is long? Humans do art because they know that there is something more eternal than this short life. Wasn't it the beauty of life in the moment between short life and the truth that I saw in art? If you insist on it being eternal, you can feel your life beautiful when you accept death in this delusional life. As a result, the thought of death was the most noble, and the insight into death brought great wisdom. However, death must be viewed as a subject of thought and insight, and death is not actually experienced. Doesn't death say that there is no world? No one has spoken of the experience of death, but we are afraid of death and define it at will. We regard death as an event and life as a normal state. But that is not the case at all. There are more inanimate matter in this universe. It is said that stones can become humans after a very long time. Then we have become humans like this after a very long time. We regard the absence of light as darkness, but we can also see light without darkness. In this way, we are thinking backwards about an important topic. Life is expressed as a visionary dream. When life is a dream, people often misunderstand the meaning of the dream. It is to understand it as something like a hallucination. Here, a dream does not mean such a hallucination. It is a hallucination to see what is not, but to speak a dream is an illusion. However, the heart experienced in it is different from what is not because it is real. Light and darkness, or life and death, are sort of and yang that are largely divided. So are love and hate, so are women and men. There are many thoughts about this discernment in our heads. We express that love is created when we fall in love with someone, but in fact, our hearts already have a fundamental love for all beings. Therefore, hate can be seen as the disappearance of love due to a problem with someone. In fact, people are very obsessed with the object they express to love. Because our ego is created from deprivation, we fantasize that we will become complete beings with love. However, all beings are dying beings and their souls are evolving beings. By repeatedly experiencing death, consciousness understands the mystery between life and death. Anyway, the intense love that is obsessed with this dying person is very painful. Perhaps it is much more painful for the person I love to die than for myself. What is more painful is that the person you love loves another person. A person is not complete with love, but is already a complete being. Rather, it is the real situation that is broken by love. We must break away from the illusion of being complete with love. Love is one intense encounter. Every encounter has a law. Without knowing the law, you cannot operate the relationship. Men have femininity in them, and women have masculinity in them, because all daughters already have their father's genes, and all sons have their mother's genes. So there is no need for a new outside. So I already have the ability to give perfect love to others, not to feel my deficiency. My gender and the other's gender are ready to create synergy. I'm not asking the other person to feel my fantasies, but I have the energy to amplify the other person's energy. It is said that we have already realized it, but we do not know this. Our hearts cannot see our own hearts just as our eyes cannot see our own. Being born into the world is an explosion of love. Can't you say that love and sneezing can't be hidden? But the problem is the obsession that happened after that. Love is the desire to be one. We are obsessed because we do not know that we are already one and the love itself in the heart. And then our lack of self comes into play. There is a four noble truths. In Buddhism, it is said that all these problems in life stem from obsession. If you don't express it in a Buddhist way, it should be said that all these problems stem from love. What is called love in the world is almost an obsession. This obsession causes distress because it brings all kinds of problems. Even if you have thoughts, if you don't bring pain, it's not anguish. This distress is recorded in the unconscious as anguish. To purify this anguish, our minds must see our minds. Looking at anguish, you also see the background of the mind where it is recorded. In this way, we are freed. All beings are structured to gain enlightenment through anguish. Because you don't know the Buddha nature, you have a self-image that is lacking in life, especially while being raised. If you don't take this statue as yourself, it means you will be freed. You just don't have to make my thoughts and feelings as me. No matter who swears at me, it's not me. no matter who takes excessive responsibility for me, there's no me to take it. And even if I get sick and die, there's no me to die. What I have a certain shape now is only made by such a relationship, and no substance exists in it. When this image disappears, the mind slowly brightens up as if the dawn breaks. This bright mind can fully accommodate everything in the universe as it is. Sensitivity is opened, and the feeling changes completely. Only then you will open your eyes to true life. You know that man is not dying. Your mind becomes clean without a speck. Thank you.